In this video, we're working on assessing Excel training needs. And in particular, we're working on steps 11 through 12. So we've got a pretty clean data file, but one of the concerns that we always have whenever we're analyzing survey data is what happens if one or a few people just aren't really paying attention to the items. Everybody at some point gets bored when they're completing a survey and just starts randomly clicking responses. Unbeknownst to them, that could really have devastating effects to any of the sort of analyses that we're doing based on that data, because all it takes is a few people providing junk data, and then all of the analyses that we perform are junk, and all of the insights that are based on those analyses performed are junk. So anytime we're doing any sort of human resource analytics, it's really important that we have quality controls built into our surveys to ensure the quality of data. There's a lot of different ways to do this. Sometimes we can include sort of catch items that say, if you're paying attention, select this response. And then if people don't select that response, we know they're not paying attention. Or my favorite one is, true or false, you are from Mars, right? And if you say true, then obviously you're not paying attention, right? There's a lot of different ways to catch people that aren't responding accurately and honestly on these surveys. One of the easiest ways is just to monitor how much time it takes people to complete the survey, right? So all of this survey software generally automatically records the amount of time it takes for participants to complete a survey. So in this particular case, we're going to weed out the survey respondents that obviously were just randomly responding because they completed the survey faster than the human could actually read the survey responses. So let's just imagine that we've done some pilot testing ahead of time, and we've determined that the fastest somebody could possibly complete the survey is 3.5 minutes or 210 seconds, right? So now what we want to do is we want to eliminate those people who have completed the survey in less than 210 seconds. Now, there's a lot of different ways we can do this. And in future steps, we're going to talk about we're going to talk about 4 different techniques for finding specific employees. So for instance, finding a specific employee whose quality control score was less than 210, right? But for now, we're just going to do this manually. It's a small enough data set that we can do this. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and make this quality control column a little bit bigger because I can't really read what it says. So if I just grab the edge of the column and expand, or even grab the edge of the column and double click, Excel will automatically set it at a size large enough for me to read this column heading, quality control. And now what the instructions for this task were was to first delete every single case where somebody's quality control score was less than 210 or less than 210 seconds to complete the survey. So here I can see Robert, California, only spent 188 seconds. We'll go ahead and select the row, right click, and delete. Robert, California is now gone. He's not able to negatively influence our survey anymore. I'm just scanning down. I see 2 more, Kelly and Toby. So let me select Kelly. I'm going to drag down to highlight Toby as well. Now I've selected their entire rows, right click with my mouse and delete. They're gone as well. If this is too fast for you, in the previous set of steps 9 and 10, we talked about how to delete columns and rows. Here we're deleting another row that has a quality control score less than 210, Nelly. So I'm going to select the row, right click, delete. And then the last step here, step number 12, was to just get rid of the quality control column. We no longer need this column anymore. So I will select the column by selecting the letter A at the top, right click, and delete. And here we go. Now I have a pretty clean data set. It just has exactly what I need, the names of the employees, the different columns for the different survey questions, and then their responses. I'm ready to start analyzing here.